Amsterdam is the capital of Netherlands, a city with unique atmosphere in regional architecture. Every day, this city, like a magnet, attracts tens of thousands of tourists from all over the world. The first thing that comes to my mind when hearing word Amsterdam is many canals, coffee shops where soft drugs are legally sold, and of course, the red light district. If you're a budget tourist and don't have much time and money, then I advise you to visit the following attractions, which are within walking distance of each other. We will begin our journey from Amsterdam Central Station, the main railway station of the Dutch capital and the second busiest railway station in the Netherlands. The station was built in the neo-Gothic style at the end of 19th century by the architect Pierre Cuypers. Dam Square is the main square of Amsterdam. It was built in 13th century right on the spot where the Amstel River flowed. Dam Square is the home to many of the city's attractions, including the Royal Palace. Palace was built in the mid-17th century in the style of Dutch Classicism according to the design of the famous architect Jacob van Campen. It is considered the most important historical and cultural monument of the Golden Age. Today, the palace is not a home to a Dutch royal family, but it is still used for official events and ceremonies. New church was built in Gothic style in 15th century. This church is used for coronations and royal weddings. In 1971, the Madame Tussauds Museums in Amsterdam became the first branch of the London Wax Museum. Beurs van Berlage is a 100-year-old former building of stock exchange in Amsterdam, is now used in exhibition and concert hall. Beurs van Berlage is an important monument of the modern Dutch architecture. It was built in between 1898 and 1903 by the prominent Dutch architect of the 20th century Hendrik Patrick Berlage. In fact, Damrak is a former canal filled in at the end of 19th century, but today is the main street that leads from the central railway station to Dam Square. Old Church is a Gothic church built in 14th century on the site of a wooden chapel. This is the oldest surviving structure in the city. Leidsplein is a busy square at the southern end of Amsterdam's central canal ring, almost facing the popular Vondelpark. Leidsplein translates roughly as Leiden Square, as it sits in the end of Leidstraat, which throughout much of the history of the square was the main road to the town of Leiden. The Rijksmuseum is one of the top 20 most popular museums in the world and is visited annually by approximately 2.5 million tourists. It has the most complete and artistic collection of Dutch paintings from the Golden Age. The Rijksmuseum features masterpieces from all four great Dutch artists of the 17th century: Frans Hals, Jacob van Roosdael, Jan Vermeer and Rembrandt. The main place in the Rijksmuseum exhibition is given to Rembrandt's The Night Watch. Van Gogh Museum houses the world's largest collection of paintings and drawings by Vincent van Gogh, as well as works of his contemporaries including Paul Gauguin, Georges Seurat, Paul Signac, Claude Monet, Henri Toulouse-Lautrec and Pablo Picasso. The Basilica of St. Nicholas is located opposite to the Amsterdam Central Station. This neo-Renaissance temple was built at the end of 19th century in honor of St. Nicholas, the patron saint of sailors. The Basilica has the largest organ in Netherlands. The Grand Hotel Amrath Amsterdam is located in the former shipping house, a building on the western tip of IJsseland near Amsterdam Harbour, in one of the 100 Dutch heritage sites. The building was constructed in the early years of the 20th century when 6 shipping companies decided to set up a joint head office in Amsterdam. The building remains one of the finest examples of the Amsterdam School of Architecture. The National Maritime Museum holds one of the world's largest and most notable maritime collections, including paintings, ship models, navigation instruments, and sea charts. The NEMO Science Museum building is a symbol of Amsterdam. The idea of museum is the scientific presentation of new technologies through independent and clear examples. Its main audience is the curious children who are introduced to innovation from an early age, as well as the teenagers interested in the technical development of mankind. There is an observation deck with unrivaled views of Amsterdam on the roof of the museum.